Shalom, y'all. Resistance is Spellbreaker here. For those of you who don't know or are unfamiliar with my content, I was a targeted individual from 2015 to 2018. And I had never heard of gangstalking. I had never heard of targeted individuals. I had never heard of this problem. So I didn't really know what to think. To me, everything was really spiritual. I thought I was the only person on earth who had ever went through such a thing. Because of how crazy things were, there were times that I even questioned my own sanity. If I would have had one wish, it would have been for these people to leave me alone. I didn't think they were ever going to. It was the scariest thing that I've ever been through. In all my years on the streets, rolling with the set, doing the things that we did, I had never ever came up against a problem such as this. So, I no longer have gangstalkers, obviously, and I'm here to tell you that the idea that these people are never going to go away is only an idea that you have in your mind. It's not true. They will go away. They're going to go away. And they're being funded by a program, and people, you're not the only one going through this, and what they're doing is they're trying to get as many of us targeted ones to shut up about whatever we know, and they really want you to kill yourself. But after you don't for a long time, they realize that you're not going to do it, and it's not worth their time any longer to continue to come drive all the way out to you, or to drive to your house, or to do these things to you, to pay someone to follow you around. I mean, these things all cost money. And after a while, you know, they're kicking a dead horse. If you're not going to do it, you're not going to do it. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I did, how I got rid of my gang stalkers, unknowingly at the time that I was doing things that were counterproductive for them in their program. Okay? If I knew what I knew today, I would have done this much sooner and saved myself a lot of bullshit, okay? So, number one, I moved out of the city. The city's very corrupt, and that's where a lot of bad people are. The programs are always run in the city. So when you move out of the city, even 20 minutes out, now these gang stalkers should have drive 20 minutes to come find you. Also, in small towns, they stick out like a sore thumb. My gang stalkers, these guys were all freaking criminals. They all had tattoos on their faces and shit, okay? So there was never any question in my mind that my gang stalkers, like friends of mine who would see them, would think that this was law enforcement following us. They'd think, bro, you got the feds watching you or something. And I knew it couldn't be the feds, because these guys are just too freaking rough looking. But anyway, now these guys gotta drive 20 minutes out to stalk you every day. Someone's paying for that gas money, okay? I would also make it a point, because I was being followed, I'd make it a point. If I was out in that town and someone wanted to go back into San Antonio, I would get in the car with them and go back, and then wait for another friend to get off work and then go back out. So I'd be bouncing back and forth all day long, and they would have to follow me all day long. And I'm like, who's paying for hundreds of dollars in gas for, 10 cars to follow me? Who's doing it? You know what I'm saying? So I was making it difficult, but by moving out of that town, I really got a piece of my old life back. And it's because, these people are blending in. In the city, it's easy. It doesn't matter what you freaking look like, especially nowadays. You can blend in standing on a street corner. No one will notice you in the city. You're in a small town, everybody knows everybody. And somebody with tattoos all over their face is sticking out like a sore thumb. Everybody in town's whispering, calling each other, hey, who is that guy? You see what I mean? And this is the last thing that a gang stalker wants when they're trying to be covert and harass and stalk someone. So, then for a small time, I knew a guy, and I worked as a ranch hand. So I moved a little bit further away onto his farm, ranch, whatever you want to call it. And that's when they went away completely. But not at first. They didn't go away completely at first. So I got into reading the Word, not knowing that I was obeying the Bible by moving away from the city, mind you. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. It demands for us to come out from among them. And I've seen people interpret this a few different ways. I've seen people interpret this that it means come out from among them, like come out of the cities, because the Hebrew Israelite people lived outside of the cities and were an agricultural people. And I've seen it interpreted to come out from among the churches and come back to the Torah, which is the truth of Scripture. I don't think either one is wrong. I think they're both right. But I had come out from among the church that I was attending, and I had also come out from among the city, which I was dwelling, and I got to receive a blessing. And I know this is going to be unpopular with you. I know that no one's going to want to hear what I'm about to tell you, okay? I found out that the holidays were pagan. I found out that there was a pagan calendar, and when you look at a pagan calendar and you look at the Gregorian calendar that you follow, you can see that all the holidays are basically the same, okay? I found out that Constantine created Catholicism, which all Christianity stems from, and I found out that, you know, the Bible is the truth and is completely separate from religion, okay? This whole video was not a sneak attack to try to indoctrinate you with what are my beliefs, okay? It wasn't. But I'm telling you, I started to keep the Leviticus 23 holy days in place of the holidays, and these gangstalkers, I never seen these people again. And, you know, it talks in the Bible about, you know, if you turn to him with your whole heart, you know, the blessings that'll befall you. And I received my old life back. I never saw these people again. I even moved back to the city for a brief period of time and never saw these people again. I take that back. I was driving one day through a neighborhood. I happened to see one of the people that followed me on a daily basis. I happened to see him working on a car in a driveway. Why would the Most High show me this? I don't know. He presumably lives there. I presumably know where one of my gangstalkers live. Do I have ill will toward him? Well, yeah. Am I going to go do anything to him? Nope, I'm not. But other than that, I've never seen these people follow me again. And when any of you who have actually went through what I've went through know just how badly that you would wish they would go away. And I'm telling you, they're not aliens. They're not robots. They're not time travelers from another dimension, okay? They're demonically inspired, low-life human beings who are somehow affiliated with the Freemasons and with the gangstalking program, because not all of them, I don't believe all of them are, but, you know, these are the steps that I took unknowingly that got rid of them. So now you can see what I've done and follow it if you would like to.